Have you ever had a friendship breakup?
Have you ever dragged you?
No.
I think we need to drag you. What's an unpopular opinion you have?
Name one thing you like most about each other. You go first.
No.
Are either of you currently in a relationship? Why or why not?
I don't get approached. I don't know why, but I think
Your resting face is scary. If your ex had to describe you in one sentence, what do you think they would say?
let's do one word at the same time.
One, two, three,
go.
Off the back of that, what are your thoughts about your previous relationship? There are people who are not good at first impressions and then they turn out to be amazing people.
So I was not good.
I actually didn't think you liked me. I thought you not.
But why was it about you?
How are you?
Hey, I beg. Okay. This video is over. Cut. I'm gone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hello, parents and friends. My name is Idy Archibong and her name is...
My name is Ifeoma Nwobu.
Ifeoma, introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, my name is Ifeoma Nwobu. I hate introducing myself. God.
You know what? You introduce me and I'll introduce you. Today we're doing like a really casual sit-down conversation. I have some questions that I prompted people to ask me via Instagram, and we're going to both be answering those questions, and in some cases probably oversharing. But before that, so this is Ifeoma. She is a girl.
No, I'm sorry, I'm a woman.
Getting there, a woman.
I'm a woman, I'm not a girl.
A multi-faceted creative mastermind.
What does that mean in practical terms?
It means that you're a mastermind, and a lot of times the masterminding is creative.
Okay, keep going.
And guru
Hey.
of business things sometimes. So
Okay, are you done?
I believe so.
That is horrible. Like, anybody watching that will not even have an idea of who I am. So my name is Ifeoma. She's right in some sense, but just more directly, I'm an entrepreneur. I have co-founded about 2 businesses, one of which is currently exited, and I'm also a creative and a writer. I'm a writer, very important. So
I feel like it makes up what I said.
yeah, but like when you say creative mastermind, it just sounds like all those people that don't have work.
Fair.
But yes, so
Yeah, you go.
yeah, but apart from that, sorry, I have to sell myself, because if you're selling me,
Nobody will buy.
Exactly. So yeah, just business operations strategy. I'm also like currently consulting, right? Because I exited my startup, so I'm currently consulting, and I'm a creative non-fiction writer.
Period.
Yeah, so this girl, let me introduce her the way a friend will introduce someone that they really care about. Ivy is I don't want to say content creator, not because that is wrong, but in plain terms, she's a content creator. But behind the scenes, there's so much more that she does apart from just showing up to create content. She's a strategist, a digital marketing expert. I know she doesn't like using those things to describe herself. Digital marketing / brand strategist. She's, I want to say, just like a 360 media person. So apart from the forward side of it, on the back side as well, the back end of media creative work, she is your girl. Yeah.
I think you did that well.
Exactly. That's how to sell someone.
Okay, so I think we should just get right into answering the questions.
Do you have any questions for me?
I feel like the questions I have for you, like if somebody asked you like for my Instagram, you just be like,
Okay.
What did you study in school? That's not the question.
What did I study in school? I studied politics. I like to call it politics because it's cooler, but in Nigeria they call it political science.
Okay, so you co-founded 2 businesses.
Yes.
And even outside of that, like you are successfully like leading in ways that still encompass that knowledge and capacity.
What does that mean?
For example, your consultations. So you're still bringing that knowledge, know-how, and things like that to every facet. Is that
Every facet of my life.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, what was the learning process like, the learning curve? Because it's one thing to say, oh, I studied business administration, and like this seems like, you know, or I don't know, what was the learning process like, and how were you able to carry that?
Yeah, I think first of all, it's in the blood. I'm an Igbo girl. At the core, at the core. I remember being in like my first year, second year in uni, and I was just like, by the time I graduate, I'm not going to work for anybody. And I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time, but there's just that inclination to not, I want to settle for a 9-to-5. And not to say that 9-to-5s are bad, no. But there's a context in which you know you're not meant to be a 9-to-5er. That it would then mean that you're settling. So I've just always had that, even when I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. And then the other thing is like, life is just one big MBA course.
Fair.
Like, life is a very big MBA course, because honestly, the way that I ran or like operated or led in my first business was not the same way I showed up in the second one. Was very different. Even in the second one.
In what way?
I feel like very different, just in terms of like mindset and the knowledge that it takes to actually scale something or build something long term. I felt like with my first business, I was still a bit like in and out. Like, okay, if this doesn't work, this is what I would do. But when you're all in, like you're willing to die on the line, I think I had that more the second time when I started that again. Also, like, it was very different. It was a very different path. So the first one was not a tech company, for example, and when you're building like so there are two different things. Building a business is different from building a company. When you're building a company, you build a business under the company. But when you're building a company, it's more all-encompassing, where you're not just thinking of your sales, like your business revenue, profits. You're also thinking of building an organization that is conducive for people to come and also work under. It's very different when you're doing things like just on a maybe medium enterprise scale. So I would say just that mindset was very different. Even how I showed up, it was a much more corporate.
Question: what's one lesson friendship has taught you the hard way?
One lesson friendship has taught me the hard way, and I mean this very seriously, is that you need multiple friends.
True.
Like, you need multiple, like, you need multiple friends. And when I say multiple, I don't mean a huge number. I just mean you need different friends that have different strengths and different levels of insights at different levels of life. Like, if you're a young person, for example, you need an older set of friends. If you're a Christian, you need a Christian set of friends, because you might not get all of these things in one person. And I think that
it's unfair to ask that
exactly. So having these different groups of friendships actually helps you be more graceful. Like, it helps you be more graceful to people. It helps you like just understand that certain people can be there for you for certain things, but this other person might be able to like pull in weight here. So I do think that in my adult life, and it's so funny because when I was younger, I was so obsessed with the idea of having a best friend, like my person that was, I was the primary best friend, and she was also the primary best. I was very obsessed with that concept, but I never got it. Somehow my life was just always spread out across different sects and different groups of people. And now in hindsight, I'm very thankful. Not to say that if I had a best friend, I probably wouldn't have been able to manage that friendship, but I'm very happy that all this while it just made me have realistic expectations of people. Like, I have some friends that when it's time to talk about business, they have more insights because that's their life. You know, I have some friends that are more like stronger on the spiritual side of things. They are Christians, because not all my friends are like deep Christians. In fact, some of them are not Christians at all.
Jesus.
Some of them are still figuring out their faith. So some of them are not in the country. Some are in the country. So yeah, I think that's one very realistic lesson that life has taught me about friendships. Like, just have enough spread out across, just so that you can also be very graceful, and so that you have realistic expectations, especially as adults, because maintaining adult friendships is actually not easy. So how about you?
On the topic of being defensive as a person, I've always thought that I'm very like kind-hearted, which I still believe I am, but I think I am. But like in the sense of like, when someone brings a fault to me it's always like, if I did something wrong, like you say it, like I apologize on the spot, and that has always been true, right? It's never been hard for me to accept something that I believe I did wrong, and that was the issue. A lot of times, hurt feelings doesn't always equal wrongdoing.
So how does this relate to friendship, please?
In my friendships, I've seen that a lot of times, if their hurt feelings doesn't equal my wrongdoing, I didn't always know how to handle that. Because
you felt like I
was defensive about that.
So friendships have taught you that you're a person.
Get out of me. I didn't know that I was a defensive person is what I could be. I'm not a defensive. I didn't know that there are certain circumstances where I could be defensive. And I think learning, one of the things I've learned in friendships is that a lot of times it's more about the person's feelings than it is, about whatever.
Which grinds my gears, but oh my God, you're so right. You're actually so right. It's always like, it's never about you. Like, friendships are actually just one layer away from married.
Exactly.
From being married, like, if it's a real friendship, like, you have to be willing to just like acknowledge feelings. So friendship has taught you to be more introspective. Because you're learning more about yourself.
Have you ever had a friendship breakup?
Honestly, I'm not that dramatic. I probably have, but I've just
what do you mean? So us that have friendship breakups are dramatic?
No. I think when I say dramatic, I mean it's never been ceremonial enough for me to term it a heartbreak or a friendship breakup.
Oh, I see.
Like, I don't know, maybe that's also reflective of my friendship style, because I don't go about, like, for me a breakup is like we entered into a conscious pact of friendship, and we use our mouths to say that it's ending, right? That's what would happen for me to tell me a breakup. But I have fallen out with friends, and it's been fine. Some of them have been more confusing than others, but I've never felt heartbroken. I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe I'm weird.
I have
like I've just never like thought it was, and maybe because there's a part of me that deep down, I'm never going to lie, deep down, I don't think that
like make everybody just get out.
No, that I was going to say the opposite of that. Deep down, I don't think that any relationship is like beyond repair. I think that I'm thinking now, like, if there's anybody I've fallen out with, if I see them tomorrow, I do think that I would at least say hi. So maybe because of that mindset, I don't necessarily think that I've broken up with anybody, but maybe there's someone that I've broken up to. I've just never cried over a friend, and I don't know.
I've cried though, it's painful.
Really?
And I didn't even think that it was that deep. But like when I experienced it, like I just saw like a huge paragraphs on paragraphs, and just reading through it, I was just crying. I was like,
was it betrayal or what? Let me actually check. I think there was one girl that broke up with Misha, but I was like, I never forget. I actually think you know her.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Which is so funny. I saw her on Sunday self. Let me see. This was like 2021 or 2.
But how are you guys now?
Actually, we don't talk.
Did it just fizzle out, or was it based on that fallout? Did you start from there?
Okay, she was like, I would not be moving forward with this friendship. I wish you well. That's one part of her statement, which is crazy to me, because this was our first ever argument. I'm just like,
really?
What do you mean? Because we argue once and like it's not handled well? But
to be fair, it kind
of took me off guard. it kind of took me off guard. I'm like, so I think maybe because I'm also used to, I'm okay with fighting. And when I say fighting, not combative, like I'm okay if we disagree. Like my mind is not thinking of how to cut you off once we disagree. Yes, I would wallow in the stress of how to have a hard conversation. Sometimes I would even make mistakes, but I'm never thinking like, oh, I disagreed with this person, we can't make up. Like I think that anything is repairable.
Fair.
And
true. I feel like
crazy
because I feel like those things kind of also make you stronger if you come back together. Because with the friendship breakup I had recently, we're friends again.
Yeah.
It was at the beginning of the year and we reconciled. And I think what that taught me is that a lot of times when you're having like fallouts with people, because of that silence, there's a lot of things that your brain pieces together that is not necessarily true.
Yeah.
And like I've learned to never accept them as truth until I've said it to, I've given the person an opportunity to defend themselves.
That's my point. That's why I said it's dramatic. Because a lot of times it's like you're the one that has rehearsed it in your head and you've cried and you've probably repeated a movie scene.
Exactly.
Like, it's not that deep. If you talk to this person, yes, it will be stressful because there's some hard conversations I've had with friends that stress me out. Like it can go on for weeks sometimes. Just trying to understand each other. But at the back of my mind, I'm always like, you know what, if you are mature enough to handle this conversation, your side of it well, I think we can get somewhere. Like it might be awkward initially to get back, but I never, at the back of my mind, I'm never canceling someone and like, you know, because I don't think I've ever experienced that level of betrayal as well. I think betrayal is a different thing, but when it's just like arguments and misunderstandings and disagreements, it's crazy. It's just like friendship break. What do you mean break up? If you break up with me, fine, but me, I didn't break up with you. Like, so I think that's how I approach it. Sure.
Okay, next question. How do you stay grounded in your thoughts and not let opinions influence you?
You can take that first.
I don't even know.
What do you mean you don't know?
How do I stay grounded and not let opinions influence me? In what scenarios?
Anyone, paint any scenario that could be related to.
I've not even thought of this as something that I don't know, man. Are there any scenarios where, what kind of thoughts are these? Like deep core values?
Maybe your beliefs, maybe things that you think if you say people will drag you, but you still stand on it. Like the hills that you die on.
First of all, I don't even think that I'm a controversial creative, like content creator, because I don't. Not that I don't have.
Have they ever dragged you?
No.
I think they need to drag you. What's an unpopular opinion you have? Please. I think people need. I think it's good for.
I don't think I would.
Like honestly, the internet needs to drag you at least once for saying something that you like, something that you believe. It might not be the objective truth, but you believe it.
I stay clear of those kind of things. Not because I don't believe in anything strongly enough to defend it, but I just don't think that I'm that type of creator.
Give me an example now.
Say if you're having conversations about, I don't have an opinion on this, but say artificial insemination or things like that, things around birth. First of all, like if I don't think anybody should abort anybody, but then I'm like,
please drag her.
In the first place, you should not even be having outside like sex in conditions where you're not ready to raise a child.
Abortion doesn't only happen because of those things, but let's not get into that. That's not the only reason.
I do think abortion is murder, but like I'm not going to now sit down and create. I think it's horrible. It's not even just the baby.
You're going back. Let's move forward now.
No, but let me just say this. I don't think it's just the baby that dies. I think a part of the mother dies as well. I think the mother dies as well in that room of whatever is happening. But like, I wouldn't sit down and create a video and be like, anybody who's aborting anybody, you are wrong. I don't think that's I'm not passionate like that.
I have an opinion about something that's so random right now that like,
fair.
Like if people hear it, they'll be like, cancelled. But it's the most random thing.
I think I can think them. I can say them around my friends, but I protect my mental and head space. If I, in the process of creating, do something that people just take out and decide to cancel me for, I'll be fine. But I don't think.
Yeah, just thinking of it. Okay, fair enough. So how do you stay grounded in your thoughts? Because that was the question. Because you have thoughts somehow.
How do I stay grounded? Is it? I don't think I make any effort to stay grounded. I just am. I don't think that there's been any scenario that I can think of right now where it's like I have been tempted to not stick to the values that I strongly believe and love.
I think for me, how I stay grounded is I engage myself consistently in whatever I say that I believe in. So for example, I'm a Christian. I don't just say that I'm a Christian and keep it in my pocket. I go to church often, which means that there are seeds being subconsciously planted in my mind. I'm giving room for those seeds, for those thoughts, for those beliefs, for the sermons to enter inside of me and take room in my heart or take root in my heart. So that's like how I stay grounded, just by performing, by giving yourself to the rituals of the things that you believe in, right? And for example, I'm passionate about fitness, but I'm not just sitting there in my house watching people's fitness videos. I actually go to the gym, and that's what strengthens my resolve. That's what has taken me from the point of, okay, this being a physical only decision to I go to the gym now to have a block of 2-3 hours where I'm not thinking of anything else but what I'm doing in the gym. Like I'll then listen to podcasts. The gym has become a source of quality time for me with myself, right? So that's how I stay grounded, by just engaging consistently in what you say you believe in, like engaging in the rituals, building a community around the things you really believe.
Name one thing you like most about each other. You go first.
No,
I said the other one first.
No, DJ.
You started first.
Okay.
I started first, so.
One thing I like about you. I like the fact that you are very different from me.
That's what I was going to say.
I like the fact that you are very different. But when we spoke about like birthdays and we discovered that you're 2 days like after me, I kind of expected a lot of similarities. But then I see the similarity, and because of like horoscope, like but like I like the fact that you are very you are obviously we are vastly different. So even you're a first child and a firstborn, I'm a second girl and a third born, so very different realities, even in terms of like primary family dynamics. You're short.
That was not necessary.
Or you're so dainty, and for me, I'm just like, wow, this is very lovely, because there's part of that I've always aspired to, but it's just not me all the time. But you're like consistently like dainty and what people call feminine. I'm feminine, just expressed in a different way. You're very like soft spoken, just all the time, even when you're upset. Like I remember when police stopped us, like your car, like I think we just look so stressed, and I'm like, wow. But then I'm the one like with my face like ready to just like what are these ones doing? So I like the difference, but also like the similarities, like in terms of we have a shared faith, all together. So that reconciles like some of the differences, because like no matter what, where this person is coming from and where this person, the middle shall be gentle. So it's like or the middle shall be wise as a serpent and calm as a dove. Like that's the balance. Whether you are serpent first or dove first, you shall have to learn how to
do both.
So I think I like that about you, and I just I like you have a pure heart.
Thank you.
Even people say Obioma, you have a pure heart, and it's not just that, but it's like people can see that up front. For someone like me, I think you kind of have to like remove the shell first before you see. But for you, it's like it's just right there waiting. And I think I like that. I think I like that because it's something I admire.
Okay. I think me is the same thing. Like, I feel like I'm too soft-spoken sometimes for my own good. Like, I'm too... Like, that thing that happened where... I'll call this part out, where some... And I was just shining teeth because, first of all, I didn't expect it and I didn't know what to do in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, there are just certain cases where I think at this point I'm deciding, like, in order to balance out my niceness, I have to be a wicked person.
Not wicked, but I
have to go to the extreme to be balanced.
You don't have to.
No, I'm not going to be purposely like wicked, like a devil. But I have to like
come out of what you know or what you're used to.
I kind of have to like just say things the way they are every time that I feel it, rather than like I need to sit in the discomfort of being more audacious with the things that I say and feel. But I think that's one thing that I could learn from you. And I think
say more. I don't understand.
I think that you are smarter than you give yourself credit for.
No, I give
you give yourself credit publicly, but like when it's your G's, you like to like just behave as
you're right.
Like, nobody's it's fine, nobody should talk too much about it. Like,
you're right.
I'm just a chill girl. But like I've seen scenarios where like you've stepped up and I'm just like, this girl is a genius in many ways. And
it's giving announcing speaker. When you go for events and they announce you as the speaker, so you just sit down. Fair enough.
But like, and I think that how you said, we should have, different people, different friends, with different backgrounds and perspectives. I think that you are a very valuable person. And
fair enough. I'm so shy because, and you know why? I don't know why, but I've thought of the time where we would have our first like disagreement, and I've thought of what that would feel like. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus, please. Because it's this thing you say you like now that will irritate the hell out of you. I also think of it like in the reverse. Like, I hope if I tell her, she won't think I'm being mean.
Yeah. Are either of you currently in a relationship? Why or why not?
Who answered the last one?
I am not currently in a relationship. I'm currently trying to be emotionally unavailable.
Wow.
I think a couple weeks ago I would have said I'm emotionally unavailable. I'm trying to be single for a while.
Why?
But like I think that I think there's part of pretty privilege that is maybe not even just pretty privilege, but also part of like my personality that kind of makes it easy for me to always be approached at every point in my life. So I feel like I'm always approached, and it's just easy for me to be like, let me allow this person to waste my time, or let me talk to this, like, let's see where it goes with this person. And I feel like it's always one thing or the other. And I'm just like, can a girl breathe? I would like to give myself the opportunity.
Most wanted.
No, I'm not saying, can they let me breathe? I'm saying I need to allow myself to sit with
difference. Most wanted.
To sit with the beauty and peace of being alone and just focusing on God, focusing on purpose, focusing on friendships, building good friendships, and just not being entangled. So
you see why I say we're like the difference like is because I'm single as well, but it's the opposite. I'm trying to be emotionally available.
You're trying to be, so you're not, but like you're trying to.
Like I've just been single for so long that it's routine. Like I don't like. What do you mean? Like someone is going to talking stage now. I will be talking into the night and I won't sleep. Like, I need to sleep. Like,
But if you like someone, it won't even cross your mind.
I feel like okay, so here's the thing that we don't talk about a lot as Christians is that when you start to do things the Christian way, there's a lot of things that become absurd. I think I've learned to see guys, even guys I'm attracted to, as just people that God loves, children of God, and I feel nothing. Like, when I say feel nothing, it's like, I'm not going to see you up front. It's that balance where you say, oh, girls, like, when you see a man, don't start saying your surname against his surname against your own name. I've learned those things and I apply it now. So it's like, okay, I see you as a friend, like, up front. I'm not daydreaming about somebody. I'm not seeing you and like, I'm very like balanced, like with it, and that
must be nice.
Yeah, like that's what they've been teaching us to do now. Like, put the flesh under. Now the flesh is under. You're telling me that the flesh will come up again. You know. But on the other side as well, like I don't get approached. I don't know why, but I think
your resting face is scary. I told you there was a time I thought that you did not like me.
And I feel like that's the true test of who will be my man. If you can walk up to me because generally sometimes I'm just so focused on my environment, what is happening, what I need to do, and then someone out there is looking at me from a distance and saying I don't smile.
That's so funny because I'm so zoned out. I'm not focused on anything and I look confused. My zoned out face is confused and like damsel in distress.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to figure it out. Like I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I think like I've just like God has helped me. Like after my last relationship, it's been years now. The guy said he's even married. Like
congratulations.
You can't even be heartbroken. You can't even be going. There's no scenario point of like going back to your ex. There's no room for any kind of toxic. It's just everybody has moved on and lesson learned and all those things. So I feel like we don't talk about that enough. Like when you become this balanced person, right? And for me, I don't believe in shooting my shot at men. So like, what should I do? You know, so I think I'm single and just comfortably so. I'm happy for my routine to be swapped or moved around for the right person. But for me, it's even like it's going to take a while to even decipher if you're the right person. Like it's going to take like, I don't believe in saying things just based on like how you feel. I believe in like, let's talk like normal people. I beg. Like you don't have to butter me up like initially. Like it doesn't work for me because I know that those are things that have caused a lot of problems, like with situationships and everything. So it's fine. We can be very excuse me. Yeah, we can be two very normal people and we can grow into the romance. And I think a lot of people just generally expect that romance up front. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work. Like for me, it's not realistic. It's not sustainable for me.
I like romance, so
yeah, like I like romance, like somewhere down the line. I like to see that you're capable of that. But for me, I'm just like, yeah, you're not going to bullshit me. Like I'm not going to let my guards down, like because they are 6'5" tall. So how about that? Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Biggest dating ache. Is that necessary? Do you have a dating ache? What does that mean? Editing ID here, and I just want to say the conversation was too long, so I had to cut it into 2 parts. So we're going to end this one here, and I'm going to upload another video with the rest of the conversation. So if you want to see the rest of it, because there's still a lot of good stuff that we talked about that I've cut out, then stay tuned for the next episode. Oh, and how can I forget? Forehead kiss time for subscribers only. Thank you guys so much for being part of this community, for being amazing cheerleaders, for being you. I love you for real. Thank you. Bye. If your ex had to describe you in one sentence, what do you think they would say?
Let's do one word at the same time.
One, two, three, go. Off the back of that, what are your thoughts about your previous relationship? There are people who are not good at first impressions and then they turn out to be amazing people.
So I was not good.
I actually didn't think you liked me. I thought you not.
But why was it about you?
How are you?
Hey, I beg.